Froelich eludes Armstrong, moves in on the goal, sends one over the goalie, and scores. Oh,
yes!
The East Germans have really put on a show today against Team USA. Certainly no one expected this kind of dominance.
Your endurance program has served our athletes well, Dr. Strasser.
It is a privilege to serve the party in any way I can.
Yes. Or so I believed. I have been informed that your work on Project Victory is well behind schedule.
We are dealing with complicated research, Herr Eisler.
In any case, your wife has been placed under house arrest. Perhaps with fewer distractions, your work will proceed more rapidly.
These are our special Teflon acrylic blend. These are the finest that we have.
I don't want no underwear, man.
What about designer shorts?
Here, let me get this for you.
Thank you.
There you go.
This is a very charming place you have here, Tam.
Yeah, well, you know, it's coming along.
Right in here. Whoops. Wrong house.
May we go now, General?
Thank you, April 9, April 3. Very nice work, ladies. I'll have my driver take you home.
Well, I guess the skiing trip is off, huh?
You gotta give him credit, Face. Stockwell wanted you fast. He knew how to get you.
I should have known. Only somebody on the take would find your stories spellbinding.
Excuse me. Why is Murdoch playing with his underwear? Some fool paying him to do it.
Yeah, the so-called fool happens to be the #1 power in the garment industry. Franklin, my card.
Inspected by number 6. You made the top 10. This calls for a little celebration.
Well, the celebration will have to wait until you return from your mission. If you return. Dr. Warren Strasser, one of the world's leading biochemists.
The East Germans have him working on a new strain of biological warfare that could have catastrophic repercussions for the West.
Sounds like a fun guy.
Judge for yourself. You're going to be flying into East Berlin and bring him out.
Flying into where?
East Berlin is just east of West Berlin.
Even though he's in the States, Dr. Strasser's made it perfectly clear he won't consider defecting without his wife, Marlena.
A family man. I like that.
You should also know that Dr. Strasser was informed by the FBI that they have considered his case and turned it down due to an unacceptable risk factor.
On my Franklin scale from 1 to 10, where does the risk factor line up?
Next to the 1.
You see, if we bite it, the government isn't connected to a rescue attempt.
Just makes you want to run out and buy war bonds, doesn't it?
Any ideas how we're going to drop in on this friendly little hamlet of East Berlin?
Were you surprised at how easily you beat Team USA?
Not at all. They were fortunate that the score was not more one-sided.
Excuse me, Chairman Eisler, you don't honestly believe that your athletes are unbeatable, do you?
Any amateur can see the East Germans have reached a superior level of ability.
Klaus Heinrich, Socialist Daily News. So you agree that the East Germans are now the world standard bearers in athletics?
Absolutely.
Dr. Strasser, is it true that you're behind the strategy of the Eastern Bloc countries to develop better athletes through chemical supplements?
You swine!
I believed our training.
Why is it you Americans must blame your inferiority on these wild tales of superdrugs and laboratory experiments?
Only to avoid the truth, which is that you can't compete with East Germans in anything, let alone athletics. I even question the fact whether even your uniforms are properly inspected.
Now, hold on there, boys. I only got myself a little old semi-pro football team, but I'd bet my bottom dollar and they could wipe up the field with whatever you got.
Please. We have no time for this now. We have a plane to catch.
Why, I'd fly my boys straight to Germany. It'd be worth it just to see you cry in your beer.
You mean to say that your semi-pro team can beat the best athletes that East Germany has to offer?
Hell, last season my boys shut out the Fort Worth oil cans. Now, I'd hate to think what the oil cans would do to your so-called athletes.
This is nonsense.
I knew you'd run like a dog with your tail between your legs.
Chairman Eisler, you must confront this man. Prove to him that we can beat him